Hello. Okay, so are you stuck? Are you stuck in your business and not finding new customers or not getting orders or basically anything? Are you stuck where you're at right now? I've had a lot of people say, I'm stuck. I don't know what else to do. So I've been thinking about it and I just wanted to share a couple different things that I was thinking about. If you tried all of these, let's talk about some other things after this, okay? But remember that what you put in is a direct result of what you get out. So if you're not feeling too into it and you're not doing very much, you're not sharing very many posts, the things that you're sharing don't have value to them, then what you're getting out of it is not going to be that great. So we have to make sure that we are investing in ourselves and in our business, and what we get put into it, it's going to come out. But it might not be now, okay? So, something that you did 5 months ago, you might see the result of now, all right? So it comes in all different ways, with customers ordering, with people joining your team, any of those things. Somebody that I talked to a year ago just joined this last week, okay? It's a slow process. It's not going to be the fastest thing ever. It's not going to be just like that, okay? Sometimes it is, but most of the time it's not. So let's talk about some things. One, the first 10 words that you write in any post is the thing that is going to either make people read it or people scroll past it. So the first 10 words should not be, hey, how are you? I just wanted to share this thing with you. Nobody's reading it, okay? So think about the first 10 words that you put in anything that you write. A personal message to somebody, a post that you're putting on your group, in your personal profile. Sure that the first 10 words are the most important. They matter the most. So what are you trying to say and get across? And can you do it in a way that intrigues people to keep reading? Okay. Second thing, are you giving meaning to your posts? Are you sharing value? Okay. It could be with a post, but it also could be in a personal message. Are you researching what you're doing? Are you researching the person that you're talking to? If you're going to send a message to someone, actually know them. Actually look at their profile. See what they like. See what they've been posting about. Like, invest in them so that when you actually start a conversation with them, they know that you care. It's all about how much somebody else cares about them, right? Okay. If I send a post and say, hey, Amanda, how are you? I just want to know, do you want to have a party with me? Nobody's going to say anything about that. She's not even going to answer me, okay? But if I'm like, hey, Amanda, your kids are so cute, and I loved the post that you had last week where you shared about X and Y. I loved it because this. And you actually have a conversation. You don't bring up the business at all. In the first part of it, it's going to be a big deal. People want to know that we care about them and that we're just not their friends because of the sale, right? We all get those spammy messages that you don't even know the person. They've never had a conversation with you, and then they send you a message and they want you to do something for them. We're not in that, okay? That's not what we're asking. We do not want to ask people to do something for us. Okay, we are genuinely interested in them and we want to help them by showing them X, Y, and Z. Okay, this is one of the things. So I have the children's director at our church. I've asked her to have a party a couple times. She buys for me all the time. She keeps saying no. And then her daughter and her daughter's friend had a party, and I was like, they had a Valentine's Day party, and it was so cute. She posted all these pictures of their adorable little dolled up table, and they had tea and all of these things, and it was so cute. I sent her a message that afternoon and said, oh my gosh, you guys must have had so much fun at that party. I was just thinking, would it be really cool if I could come in and teach your girls how to do some basic skincare for 7th and 8th graders? And immediately she said yes, because I was like, I know that it's hard to teach skincare when it's your child because they don't like to listen to parents. And I have a great relationship with every single one of those girls that was at the party. Could I come in and just share some tips? And I said, do you want it just for the girls or do you want it for the moms too? And she said, I think the moms want to know what you're saying too, because 1, we don't know how to take care of our skin. 2, we want to be able to reinforce what you're telling these girls. So party booked because of that. So, and I even did it where it was like an actual party. So they're going to pay me $20 or $10 per person to get skincare products that they can take home. They're just samples, right? But I'm going to do the whole shebang. I got headbands, like cute headbands for them and all this stuff to make it really, really fun. So that is something. Are we teaching, informing, giving solutions? We should be a solution solver, okay? So when we're writing posts, when we're sharing things on our personal page, are we Are we solving problems? Because if we're not solving problems, people don't really care. Okay, so can we share problems in a really, really cool way? In our group, it's easy. Like we can just share solutions. But when we're talking about a product, whatever product it is, I was trying to figure out like a product that I don't have any right here. If we're going to talk about our lip glosses, why don't we also share about the lip scrub so that we can get really, really soft lips with all the dead skin off so that we can put this on and it looks amazing. Give solutions to things that people have problems with, and then people will buy because they trust you and they want that, okay? Another thing I've had people tell me is I don't like taking pictures of myself. I don't like videoing myself. I don't want to share myself. This business is, you can share about the products. You can be a solution solver. That's great. And you can be successful in that. But people want to know you. They want to see your face. They want to see how beautiful you are, what you look like. And the thing is, if you are worried about taking pictures of yourself because you don't like yourself, and I have been there too, I have just been working so hard on myself and making sure that I love myself because I'm not at the weight that I want to be at, or I don't like X, Y, and Z about me right now. But guess what? Everybody else probably feels that way too. They can relate to you at least in some point in their life that they have felt that way. And maybe your group is going to become a self-love group. You're going to share about finding love in yourself again and how that process goes, and ask people to walk in like with you in that, okay? Because you're adding value in another way outside of Lemongrass Spa, right? Our group can't just be about lemongrass, 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 lemongrass. It has to be other things. They have to learn about you. They have to talk about you. They have to like figure out that you are a person outside of lemongrass. So like yesterday, the post from Sam sending me packages in the mail and sharing really cool Arabian candy that he buys at the gas station there. I posted about a picture about cookies that he sent me yesterday that had caramel filling in it. Not everybody was like, oh, but it's a conversation. They get to see something outside of that. And I got to say, he's coming home in less than 20 days, right? It is a relationship that I'm building with them so that they know me as a person. So I want to be able to show, I don't want to share everything maybe, but I do want to share other parts of me outside of lemongrass. So maybe for you, it's a self-love journey. I want to fall more in love with myself right where I'm at right now, because guess what, you guys? You are here. You are perfect, right? God tells us that we are perfect and that God loves us, and we should love ourselves because God loves us, right? And so we are sitting here, we have an opportunity to be able to share love and maybe help somebody else love themselves more. And so we as a person, right, lemongrass is an avenue to help us help other people, right? That's what it is. It is an avenue. It's not the main goal, right? Lemongrass is not the main goal. Lemongrass is here to help us feel better about themselves because we start taking care of our skin consistently. We start taking care of our body consistently. We start, doing our hair a different way because we love that we have these natural products that give us that opportunity. So how can we use lemongrass to share something else? And I think a self-love journey is really, really great, especially I know that you have customers that don't love themselves how they are right now. And so maybe we can start that, right? Follow up. Have you been following up? So if you have customers that have been ordering from you, have you talked to them lately? Because if you haven't, they probably don't even know that you exist anymore. You cannot have a business that needs reorders, right? Our products run out and then they need to reorder more. They're going to reorder from somebody else if they don't hear from you. Like literally 90 to 95% of direct sales companies, like people who are in direct sales, do not follow up with their customers. You never hear from them again, right? It happens to me all the time. I order from a party for a friend that I'm helping out. Never hear from that consultant again, ever. I'm not going to go be loyal to her and reorder from her if she is not going to check in with me. So that might be happening to you, okay? You have to follow up with your customers, and it can be a super short, sweet little text or Facebook message or whatever, however you want to do it, right? It's your business. You have to do it how you want to do it. But following up has to happen. It has to happen. So however you're going to follow up, do that. When I was starting out and I didn't have Project Broadcast for texting, I did a follow-up once a month. So there was one day out of the month, because following up with people gives me anxiety. If I have to think about it and I have to send messages, it gives me a lot of anxiety because I'm worried that people are going to tell me that they hate the products. Some people do, but 99% of them do not. So they need to hear from you. So here's what I did. One, I wrote thank you notes to every single person. When I started my business right at the beginning, I would handwrite thank you notes. So I would spend a day handwriting thank you notes, and it didn't have to be like, I would do it every week. I would have like a planned day. So every Thursday I would write notes for the people that ordered from me that week. And it might have just been one, it might have been zero, but there was a set day that I wrote thank you notes. And then once a month I did my follow-up. So anybody that ordered, say, so it's March 31st right now. So anybody that ordered in February, in the last week of the month, I was going to pick a day and I was going to write, or I was going to send a message to every single one of them. So what I did that for is to give them time to try the products, right? So I usually text them like a link. I was like, here's your link for it to get delivered. I'm so excited for you to get your products. So that was the first thing. I usually sent them the tracking link. And then a month later, so if they ordered February 1st, they were still getting a check-in at the end of March. I did it on one day, so I knew that I was going to send all those messages and then I was going to be done, right? They were going to reply to me if they were replying to me, and I was done. I didn't have to do every day or any of those things. So one day, I usually picked, it was like the 28th of the month, as long as it was during the week. And that was all I did that day for work. I would sit down and send those messages. And it just meant that I was going to get a lot of replies back, and I was going to answer those, and I was going to be done. So my anxiety was a lot less because I knew that I wasn't going to have to be talking to those people for the whole month. I just had one day that I knew that they were going to be chatting with me, or maybe 2 days, because the response might end up the next day or the following day. But I just knew that I was only going to do it once. So that's a tip for you. If you have anxiety about following up with people and you're worried, you see my gray hairs, my little section, and you're worried about follow-up, just pick a day of the month, and that's the day you're going to do follow-up every single month. So it's around the 15th, it's around the 20th, it's around the 30th, whatever. You have one day a month that you're going to set to follow up with people that ordered the month before. That way you're only having to do it once, and it's really nice because people need to hear from you. Okay, so that is one thing. And that's where the conversations are going to be. That's when people are going to go, oh, I love the product so much. And you're going to say, would you love to share with your friends? Don't use party. Don't use event. Use workshop. Use, you want to have a get together with some of your friends. Use other words that aren't party or event, where people have that bad connotation where I have to have a whole party, I have to have all these people. Okay. So that is where those conversations are coming, right? If you think about somebody in the day, like, oh my gosh, I haven't heard from Victoria in a really long time, and I know that she loved the lotion. I'm gonna check in with her today and just say, hey, I was just thinking about you today. It can be really organic, you guys. If somebody's on your mind, send them a text, send them a message. It doesn't have to be about lemongrass. Just check in with them because they're gonna know that you care. All right. Also, who cares what other people think? This is a hard one for me. Who cares? They're not paying your bills. They're not raising your family. They're not raising your kids. They're not in your day-to-day life. So if you are worried about what other people think and that you can't share lemongrass on your personal page because of what they think, or maybe you think you're not interesting enough. I always think that, and I need to get over that. But who cares what other people think? If they're going to get upset with you, or they're going to unfollow you, or they're going to unfriend you because every once in a while you share about lemongrass and you share a very valuable tip with them on how to do something and they don't like that, peace, bye. They're not paying your bills. You can go find somebody else that will help you with this business, okay? I had somebody the other day with my birthday wishes. They sent me a personal message and they said, are you doing lemongrass still? And I thought, oh my gosh, I am not doing something right. I need to start sharing more. I need to be more out there. And that's what I need to do. So some things to think about for you, but also things that I have been pondering on how to move my business forward, because it's hard booking parties right now. It's hard getting people to order. How can I move my business forward while choosing how much I actually want to work? Sam comes home in a couple weeks. I'm not going to work that much once he gets home for probably 3 to 4 weeks, because we're going to be integrating back as a family. We're going to be going on vacations. We're going to be doing all the things. And this business can run, right? But I have to put in the work now to be able to coast during that time and then pick up after that and get going again. The business is amazing because you can do that. But remember, what you put in is what you get out. Okay? So if you are not putting anything in, you're not going to get anything out. So there were some tips, okay? It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, right? We're doing this for a long period of time. So how can we make this viable and accessible and help you be able to do this in the long run. Okay, so let me know your thoughts. I love you very much. You're amazing. Whatever you're doing, I'm so proud of you. If you're ready to do more, let me know. If you are perfect and happy with what you're doing, great. And if you need to step back for a little bit to work less so that you can take care of things, then that's also something you can do too, right? I love you for who you are and what you're doing right now. And I am here for you if you want to step back. I'm here for you if you need to share things with me. And I'm here for you if you want to get going, right? I'm here for all of it. And I just want to let you know that I love you where you're at. Okay? And you're doing a great job. So I hope you have a great day.